I be trying to tell niggas we live in a video game world, bro. Half of these niggas ain't even real people, bro. Watch this. You know that though, bro. That can't be a real nigga. That nigga is clearly a Grand Theft Auto created character. He like look like he'll get hit by a car and get back up and continue to walk.
When you think of the biggest troll in hip hop culture, you more than likely think of the meteoric rise of Tekashi 69, who created a career for himself and generated millions of dollars off the back of antagonizing and trolling his fellow rappers, to the point where it nearly got him killed on several different occasions. But for my money, the greatest troll in hip hop culture and the true godfather of trolling to get your status to rise up, as well as getting some money in your pockets, at least in the rap world, is battle rap legend and controversy king, Daylyt. When Daylyt began his career back in around 2007, he was very much focused on music and less on crazy antics. Watching early Daylyt rap battles, you can really tell Daylyt didn't have a lot of gimmicks outside pure, hard-hitting bars. This was until fellow battle rapper Mickey Fax began antagonizing Daylyt on social media and began trolling him by commenting on all of Daylyt's posts, telling him that he's whack and none of his skills matter unless he has the views to back them up. This quickly got under his skin because Daylyt was always under the impression that his skills would propel him towards success. But when he came to the realization that attention and popularity would get him in the positions he wants to be, and not his skills, he tried his absolute fucking best to get that attention, and boy did he. Daylyt decided to check out what some of the most popular videos on YouTube are, and when he saw it was ridiculous stupid shit like cat videos and Gangnam Style, he decided to make his own ridiculous song and music video, and this was the first thing that brought a lot of attention on himself. His song, Ass Naked with a Shotgun. The song's instrumental has a real southern trap feel to it. It's a real banger. Sounds like a beat Gucci Mane could hop on or something. In the song, Daylyt raps about his love of firearms and his refusal to wear clothes. And of course, the video is literally just different shots of Daylyt, completely bollocks naked, sitting on his front porch with a 12-gauge shotgun. The next day after uploading the video, Daylyt said it amassed around 500,000 views, and after seeing this he deleted the video immediately because he felt as though he had fucked up his career and he would never be taken seriously again as an artist because he was receiving negative comments, not realizing that this is what came with success. Someone close to him encouraged him to put it back up, and once it was back up again, it got like 200,000 views this time. The next song he uploaded was more similar to his early music, having a conscious rap flair, but Daylyt felt frustrated that this attempt at quote-unquote serious music didn't get anywhere near the amount of attention his comedy taking the piss music got him. This led Daylyt to come to the resolution that if he wanted a career in rap music and in the rap industry, he had to become the biggest clown and the biggest troll in all of hip-hop. To adjust to this new role as court jester was extremely difficult for Daylyt though. Daylyt had spoken about his difficulty opening up and having a sense of humour because of his rough upbringing. Daylyt grew up in Watts, in one of the most dangerous areas in all of California, surrounded by gangbanging and drug addiction. Daylyt's father was a drug addict for some time, and he's spoken about in the past having some of his closest friends die when he was around 11 years old. In one interview, he said he barely even knew how to smile because of how shit things in his life had been, so becoming the clown he felt he needed to be proved as challenging. One of the platforms Daylyt really started to show how hilarious he was VladTV, a channel dedicated to interviewing rappers and other people from the world of hip hop. And let me tell you, every time Daylyt appeared on Vlad's channel, there would definitely be something he said in the interview that went viral. The most infamous example of this would probably be when Daylyt went viral on Vlad for saying he would fuck the shit out of P. Diddy and was starting a Kickstarter to raise $1 million, and when he raised $1 million he would release his sex tape with Diddy. This interview caused outrage in the hip hop community, a community known for being, extremely homophobic, They were absolutely shocked by these comments, and with the backlash Daylyt got for saying these things, you'd think he'd slow down, but he did not. In the next few years, Daylyt would appear on VladTV again and again talking about just the most ridiculous shit. How he was attracted to Tekashi 6ix9ine, Trippie Redd sending him nudes, and also claiming that if his son came out as transgender, he'd shoot him. Daylyt would also adopt like a new persona with every interview. He'd be gay in one interview, then he'd be a Crip, then he'd be like missing his head, then he was white for a while. Well, that was actually his half-white brother Bradley filling in for him because he couldn't make it. The crazy antics of Daylyt didn't just end in these interviews he did either. During his actual rap battles, Daylyt did some crazy shit as well. No pun intended. What I mean by this is, Daylyt once took a shit on stage during a battle. He was escorted out immediately after, and when asked why he did it, he blamed it on racist behaviour. I don't know what he meant by that, but fair enough. Another time he stripped naked on stage to the point where his opponent for his rap battle was so uncomfortable, he left the building. After all these crazy antics, Daylyt became known for continuously raising the bar with each one. Daylyt cemented himself as a force to be reckoned with in battle rap, but Daylyt never compromised his rapping abilities when doing all this crazy shit. That's what made him such a scary opponent for the rappers he was going up against. Daylyt could out-rap you, but not only could he out-rap you, he could just out-shock you, he could out-funny you. He was just amazing. Daylyt was just a one-man circus, just a true one-man show. Daylyt wouldn't always be wearing this mask of ridiculous troll his whole career though. If you went onto his Instagram and watched some of his IG lives where he speaks from the heart about subjects he's passionate about, you can see there's a highly intelligent, insightful guy behind the character that shits on stage and claims that he's had sex with P. Diddy. Well, wants to have sex with P. Diddy. Daylyt, to me, and so many others, is definitely the guy who godfathered the antics of people like Tekashi 6ix9ine and used controversy to raise his profile and get paid in a time where not a lot of people were doing that in music, and you gotta respect the man's hustle for that one. For someone to come from where he came from and be willing to adapt to the changing world and realize he needed more than just great music and great rapping ability to make it in the music industry, when not a lot of people had come to that realization, was impressive. And for that, once again, I just have to restate it, you gotta respect him. Like, look at this guy, he's fucking twerking in a dress. That's not hip hop. Daylyt continues to make music to this day, and a lot of it is really good, so if you haven't checked his stuff out, I highly recommend you do. And if you enjoyed this video and are new to my channel and want to see more like it, please do like the video, please do subscribe to the channel because it helps me out a lot, and yeah, thank you very much, see you later.